La 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 la. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. All right. That looks pretty cool. Yeah. That's what I was saying. Scoot. Hmm. You should probably have a some kind of light source. Fucking, I need to get a new ring light that doesn't suck. Yes. That's what you get for getting a really cheap, shitty one. Of course. That's better. Got a cat. Meow meow. He's chilling over there. I must paint this canvas. It's good though. I'm waiting for a good idea. I also have the little one, little 4x4 here, and this little 6x8 panel. Then I have canvas paper, which is paper, but it's like a canvas somehow. I don't know how they make. I gotta look up how they make that. It's really cool. It's got like texture of a canvas, but it's paper, and it's good for practicing. You don't have to use like an actual canvas if you need it, or it's good for also like I like to have like a test sheet. Like probably you've seen that in my colored pencil, the brown paper. I use the last page as like a test sheet to see how colors look together and stuff. It's just so I can get an idea of what it's gonna look like on the paper before I put it on the actual picture, just in case it's not quite what I want it to be. That way I don't have to figure out a whole new thing. So happy little accidents are fine, but it doesn't mean you can't try to minimize them at least a little bit. Especially if you have like a vision, which usually I kinda. Actually, I never really thought of that. Depends. Like sometimes I haven't. I know exactly what I'm making, and I'm like, it's supposed to be this, and that's what I'm gonna make it. And it, I guess that's like borderline perfectionism when you get to that though, because usually even there, I leave like plenty of room for stuff to change, because you know if you just slip with the pen a little bit, all of a sudden there's a line there. I'm not gonna throw the whole thing away. We're just gonna integrate that somehow. We're gonna make it work. throat there. Make a musica first, yeah. Maybe some. And they should hire me to do the captions videos because they are terrible every time. Every single one is wrong. I've never seen one of these videos where the captions were correct all the way through. And they're wrong in stupid ways where you can tell they're just doing it automatically, where it's like just like a human being would be able to do this without a problem. I guess maybe depending on who you are, you might mishear certain things, but like the way the computer does it, it's not great. It just put the word biscuit instead of bitch. Like that doesn't even sound kind of the same. Biscuit. Biscuit, biscuit, biscuit. God. Feeling first. Sorry. Huh? Strawberry, watermelon. Those are like the two best flavors all together. Oh yeah. I need some water. My cat wants some water too, so I'm gonna hook him up real quick. Alright. I got water. My cat's got water. And you got more caffeinated beverage. That's what's really up. Caffeine makes me loquacious. Caffeine makes me loquacious. Sure. Yeah, be good. I gotta figure out how to get this to stay in the place. Or just get a new, better one. One of those things that I totally forgot. Literally just now is the first time I thought about that in forever because I haven't used them basically all summer. It was too hot, so I moved and did my other little setup temporarily. Cause it was hot as a mofo out and I couldn't do it. Especially with all this electronic shit on. It was dumb. You wanted to see me be just just sweating red, smelling like shit through the screen. No one wants this. Nobody wants that. Oh, here. I'll just show you what I'm looking at. And then I can talk shit about dumb videos. Right? Isn't that what people do? And you can get paid lots of money. Which I think is this one, right? Here you go. I'm watching somebody get drunk drived. They drunk drived it, and now they're in troubles. Oh, Maynards! Ah! Oh my god. Don't do drugs. That includes alcohol. My stomach used to be fucking the best. And I never had any issues with anything. Nothing ever made me nauseous or puke. Nothing. Iron stomach for real. And then I did a bunch of dumb stuff for a while, and now it sucks. And I'm positive that's why. Almost certain. I mean, there's always a chance that it's just would have happened anyway, but come on. Almost certainly. A handle every day for a while. It's probably gonna mess your innards up for a while. I would know. Hey, what's going on? I haven't even paid attention. It's almost over. Love how YouTube just obsessively plays these fucking videos to me, even though I don't want to see them all the time. It's like everybody else is watching it, so this must be what you want to see too, right? Not really. I'm gonna find something that doesn't. I'm gonna find something better. I don't know watch something. What was I? There's stuff I was watching yesterday. It was like this would be funny to watch, like fake UFOs and stuff. Uh, Everything already has somebody talking though. I don't want to react to reacting reactors. I just want to watch a video and then be like, "That's fake," because it will be. It always is. Hey, I haven't seen this chick in a while. Has she put out anything new? Puts out good videos, but it's like she's one of those people that puts out a really well done, really well researched, long form, crazy editing, and over just so much effort goes into it. Which is once in a while. You're not gonna, yeah, like last video was 1 year ago, and then the one after the second most recent one was 2 years ago. There's two of them from 2 years ago, four of them from 3 years ago. It's very much, it's probably gonna be. I don't think I watched the newest one actually. I don't know, I might not have. I'll watch all these. Even if I did see them already. Interesting. That's right. Yeah, we're not doing that because it's stupid. Alright. I'll just watch stuff from. Okay, so I don't know what to. Fine. Okay, oh. Oh. Oh, it's too bad. Gee, I wonder. I give a shit. That's the thing. I got this. It's better that way anyway. Plectrum. Plectrum. It gives you pluck ability. Alarm. Alarm just went off. Hell yeah. Not alarm. One of him without a man. Cat, Weasel Pippin, Scream. 5 hours. Give me a second. What do I want to do?
do this first. Wait, what was I doing? I got that, and then why did that one go like that? I guess I should have pressed enter. Cool. I'm just gonna be on the other one again. Magical piece of donkey shit. Not you fucking hey, tails first. Rummy. So happens when you don't play guitar and anything. You're just dizzy. Ten strings. Uh, Alright. Oops. Hold on a second. I need to refuel with ease. Caffeine, nicotine, terrible things. And this terrible clicking. Tell me you hear that clicking. Oh, the clicking. Bum, bum, bam, bum, 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 bam, bum, 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 bum. Okay. Wait, can I shake this? How do they make some of these slightly carbonated? Like you put the mix in the water and it's got bubbles. Like where are the bubbles coming from? Carbonation is a strange thing. Like I understand what it is, but at the same time, it's kind of crazy. It's like, where's all these bubbles coming from? And I was about to just say something, but I thought better of it because I don't want to, I don't want to be a bad influence. It's not gonna be terrible, but I gotta filter. I used to do dumb stuff when I was a kid. I still do dumb stuff, just different dumb stuff. All right, let me turn this one off so it doesn't double up. This chair is ass. It's getting in the way. It's too movie and too in the way and stuff. I got a better idea, a better plan. You see, and you should be able to still hear me talking. Hopefully, you. With hey, sunflower. I think it's done. I think I might do a little bit of touch-up stuff, just like last minute, and then we gotta finish the moonflower that I started. Moonflower. It's hard to see with the light. I turned the exposure down too, and it's still being done. Oh, The caffeine is working. I need to take a quick break. Less than 5 minutes. Probably like just two. Gotta go to the bathroom and stuff like that. Be right back. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. I'll put some music or something on. Put some Zen lo-fi. Hell yeah. If it'll stay where I put it. Can you hear it? There. Alright. I don't know what this dude, watermelon with watermelon. Probably tastes good. I got homework to do. Luckily, it's just a little bit. The worst part, $100. I have 3 shelves of books. I've been buying books my whole life. I love to read. Why are textbooks $100? I paid $250 for one of those textbooks I have. And get this, the worst part? It's not even a book. It's just to rent a digital copy for a short period of time is $100. A digital copy, a line of code that you can copy and paste infinite amount of times. They literally don't have to produce anything. So it's just 100% profit, and yet they charge $100 for you to borrow it for a little while. Even if I was getting the physical book brand new, I'd be getting ripped off. But to use a digital copy for a couple months, that's $100. I'm gonna get paid better after I graduate, but God, it sucks. It's crazy. It hurts. It really does hurt to buy those books sometimes. It hasn't been as bad. Like I've had a couple semesters now where the books were like 20-ish bucks. Like I could get used ones for like 20 bucks, and that was like reasonable. But then this one was just like, hey, digital copy that you get to borrow. You don't even get to keep it. You don't even get to keep access. Awesome. $100. That's not too much for anything. All right.
There we go. There. Huh. It seems off. There. Oh wait. Where are you supposed to speak into this thing? Toot toot. Toot toot. I think it's working. Sorta. I just crank this up more. It. That's a little better, I guess. Not great. Can you do? Yeah. law. I think what I want to work on. I guess I should just work on my moonflower. Going up a little better now. It's just a sketch in 4H, so it's pretty light anyway. I had to go over it with like a 2H. I'm just gonna do it the same way I did this one basically, but try to improve on some things as well. Namely the watercolors. I gotta practice a bunch with paint. Both watercolor and acrylic. Eventually I'll get to oil. I'm not even worried about oil yet. I'm gonna wait till like I got a better grip on color theory and all that fun stuff. I definitely gonna do oils, but it's just like extra stuff and all. It's already a lot with painting. Is you need a lot of stuff to do it. Like it's easier if you're just like if you just want to draw, you can just get a sketchbook, pencil, maybe an extra eraser, and then you can go anywhere with it. With painting, you need a lot of stuff. You need brushes, you need multiple water things, you need a canvas, you need probably an easel to hold the canvas. Not always, but usually. And it's just on and on. It's just and with oils, just even more stuff. Because then you need solvents and all that fun stuff. So, I'm just kidding. See, the problem is that I think I've figured out why I was avoiding painting for so long. I'm pretty sure I know exactly why. Because it's not like I never painted. But I was watching these YouTube videos, right? And like just mostly just had it on in the background. It was like reviewing art supplies type of thing. And they got like a set of really cheap watercolors. Like the kind of stuff you would get when you were a kid. And it looks exactly like the same thing where it's not even really watercolor, it's something else. And those really crappy plastic brushes with the plastic bristles that don't work for anything. I'm pretty sure that that was my idea of what painting was, because that's what I had when I was a kid, and it kind of ruined it for me. I'm pretty sure because it just reminded me when I saw that. I was like, oh, I remember those things. I hated them. And it's like maybe that's what it made me not like painting. Whenever I got those sets with all the different supplies, I'd always avoid those if they had those crappy brushes and stuff. And I think they screwed me over. I think painting was something it wasn't. It is, some of the stuff I thought it was, like, it's more, stuff you gotta do, like mix colors and all that, but it turns out that that's actually fun. I like making colors. Color theory is pretty cool. And the other thing is that it makes more sense than music theory in my brain. Like all the art stuff, like just clicks better. I've also been drawing way longer. I've always been drawing. Guitar came in way late. I would have done more with it, but no one ever wanted to be in a band, so I tried. Everybody else just got stoned and started eating ice cream, and I was just the only one playing music. I was like, okay, I guess this isn't gonna be a band then. Clearly don't give a crap. Just so dumb. It's literally eating ice cream. Hey, let's do something. Smush. There. Wishy star. I like it. It's like the smallest squishy thing I have. All the other ones are like big. Like a squishy pill. Squishy ball. But this little thing you can carry it around if you want. Just be in the pocket without having a huge like lump on the side of your leg. I gotta find some music real quick. Hold on. Silences. Silence. On some chants. That's my stuff right there. I listen to this all the time. Tibetan monks chanting. Throat chants. Ohms. Buddhism is cool. I like bits and pieces from all the different types of it. You can see I was trying to decide. I do want to at least get the canvas going with either a gray background, like a. I always forget what it's called, and you just do like a coat to, so it's not white. It kind of further helps to unify the palette while you're painting. It also just helps with other stuff too. But I could try orange, which, despite it being my favorite color, I haven't done an orange background yet. And I know a lot of people do oranges. I don't necessarily have to have these to make the orange, but I just use them because it's quick to think it. I see red and yellow, I'll be like, oh, that's supposed to be orange. And then gray, because gray helps for like to show true color. You do a test, like if you have like a white canvas, a black canvas and a gray canvas, and you use the same paint on all three, you'll be able to tell the difference. Like gray helps to show the true color. The other, like your brain gets tripped out by canvases that are white or black sometimes. It's very weird, but that's just how sight and the brain work. I like to fill in blanks sometimes and kind of, you know what I mean? Basically just fills in blanks, and things are not always as they seem. That's how you get stuff like that. Like a few years ago when everybody was bugging out about that dress being different colors. Like different people see it as different colors. It's like it's a lighting thing. It's like almost certainly some kind of something to do with color theory and the way the brain processes what it's seeing. I almost kind of have this. I don't know if I want to put in a second flower. I don't want to overcrowd it because I want it to be kind of like paired with the sunflower. And the sunflower is pretty simple. It's just a sunflower. But these things, the ones I picked to draw, like they grow on a vine. So there's lots of leaves, and the form is kind of dependent on what it's growing on. So that's why I kind of just put a little branch here. Just had to give it something, or else it would just be floating in nothing. This one you can just assume it's in the ground, that's off canvas. Vine would just be like floating around in nothingness. Like, wait a minute. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 leaves. I might put like another one up here, like part of one. Maybe some in the background or something. Just kind of like the suggestion of leaves in the background. It's already gonna have more going on than this one, just by virtue of what it is. But at the same time, the flower's a lot less. It's just basically all white, like a touch of yellow in part of it. I mean, it's probably gonna end up having some gray from value and whatnot, but we'll see. We're not at the coloring stage yet. It's actually the first time I did watercolor without inking first. I actually like how it turned out. I basically, instead of inking, I just did it with a darker pencil, what I would normally do with ink. But I like how it came out. And I left some of the lighter pencil in the petals too. And in the leaves, and as the hairs. Kind of like how it came out, mostly. I should have left some white when I was watercoloring, but we can do that with this one. Or at least try to pull it off. Just like for over here, to make it look really like the light is coming from that way. If you leave a little bit of white, just like not color part of it at all, and then start light green to dark, it'll look even better. I saw this little video yesterday. This lady was talking about it, Yeah, that's actually a good point. Watercolor is tricky and different. You have to think different when you're using watercolors. It's weird. I kind of like it. It's fun learning how to work with the mediums. But my pencils. There it is. I was trying to use up this one before I started on my next one. I got a 6 pack of these Stettler Mars Lumograph 4H. They're so sick. I love these things. Probably gonna be my new favorite drawing pencil. Just because of how light it is. I have a tendency to not be good at. I'm getting better at it, but it's always hard for me to not press hard. So having a pencil that is very, very light, very hard graphite, just works very good. Ah. Gotta trade lights. This one. There we go. Oh, the exposure is gone to shit again. Hold on. It never ends. It's always something. I gotta lower this again. Okay. Guess you can kind of see that. I might have to mess with these other settings though too. I wish the settings would just stay the way I had them, and then I wouldn't have to do all this crap. Let me see if I can make this brighter. Let's see. And maybe this. Um, some more contrast. The saturation. Whoa. That's a little too much. I don't know what to do. Default. Holy crap. That's the default? Default. Alright. That's actually not too bad. Why is it fine now? This is exactly where I had it for the exposure before, but you couldn't see it. Okay. We're not gonna ask questions, we're just gonna apply. Okay, okay, good. Right. Don't ask questions, just be glad it's working somewhat. I don't know where I acquired this habit of wearing a digital drawing glove for regular drawing, but I'm telling you, there's something to it. I haven't done digital drawing in a while. I don't really like doing it for reasons. It's not my bag. It's just not my bag, man. I like paper and canvases I can hold. I like original copies existing. I like how if you paint a painting, the painting is like the original. And then you can like make prints and copies for days, but it'll always have like one original. Like, what's the original with a digital picture? I always felt like it kind of doesn't really exist. Like, every time you save it, it's like technically a new file. So just, and you can just copy it a billion times and it's the exact same thing. Plus, I need more discipline with paper because you can't just like move stuff if it's not in the right place or reshape things without having to redraw them. And I like that. I should do some digital drawing sometimes, but just have to find a way to fit it in. It's not like I completely like don't like it or anything. It's just I would rather do this most of the time. I should finish this. I was making a comic on with digital drawing, and I should finish it. I know ways to do it better now, like more efficiently. Like the backgrounds, I was taking way too much time doing them, but I know how to kind of fudge that now. There's ways to make the background without wasting all my time making all these little details and stuff. In like imply detail. I think I had like 3 full pages of it done. And every once in a while I look at it and it makes me laugh and I'm like, I should finish that. That was like some parts of it are actually kind of good. Like there's this one picture in it that I loved. I was like, whoa. I remember drawing that, but I actually like it. It's just kind of rare. I usually don't like most of my stuff. Not like that. like all artists are their own worst critic. And I think it's because it's hard to look at your own work without seeing the things that you did wrong, or like you feel like you did wrong, or that you wish you could have, oh, I wish I had done this, blah 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 blah. It's like, I don't know. I've gotten better with that. So if I do have any of that stuff, it's more like, all right, I can do that next time. It just like shows me with the stuff that I need to think about or work on or stuff like that. Like what I was talking about with this. Like it could definitely be better, but the thing that could make it better is now what I'm gonna apply to this one, and hopefully it'll work and make this one look cool. I think I'm gonna put a leaf. I need a reference. Where's my references? I'm pretty sure I still have them. Yeah, I do. Here we go. Come on. Why is this not? There it goes. Here, I'm going to this. Flower. Food flower. It should be out of the way, I guess. Hold on, where's the other one? That's like a head-on look at one. It's cool. It's got like a star in it. A little bit of yellow. Just a hint of yellow that like fades as it goes out on the like branches of the star, little arms of the star, whatever you want to call it. That's the kind of flower it is. Just a different angle. And then the leaves look like this. They're big old leaves. I need to get like smaller to go up because the vine is like, that's where the vine is newer, reaching up. Yeah, like I think that will be enough. That's why we have erasers. Quick eraser. Yeah, let's see if I got everything. Erasers. This one. This one works really good. Here's some color plastic eraser. Kick ass. I don't know what they did different with that. Like I usually just use the Pentel ones. That's what this is, and those ones are generally what I use a lot of the time. And that's basically what this is too, just in a different form. But when if it's like a job that one's struggling with, I come in and this one can usually do pretty good at getting anything that misses. I think it's because it's like it works with the colored pencils and stuff too. I don't know. It's got some weight to it. Like it's a brand new Pentel. Like oh, I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't know. These are great though. You get like a few of them, and they're pretty cheap. Especially if you can catch them on like a sale or something. You can get like 4 of them for a few dollars. That's how I got a bunch of them. It was awesome. No way. My favorite eraser. These quick ones are cool too. I like to have one of each. Has been very good. These are good for like when you're out and about sketching, because it's just like convenient, but it's also like you need to really get into somewhere. You can cut it at an angle so it's real sharp, and then like be very useful. And they've lasted forever so far. I only just got this one out. It's only on the first click, a little bit for the edges. I've had this. I don't even remember. I got these forever. I thought they were. I thought they would be used up quick. I was just surprised that they lasted longer than I expected. Bud. They have cool looking buds. They have like a swirly. I gotta see if I can find a picture of it. I was looking at it yesterday. It was cool. See, there you go. They like swirl. And then when the flower starts to come out, it looks even cooler. There. That's how they like bloom. They like unravel. Pretty sick. Oh, there's a good one that's really far. Where's the picture? The one, good picture of the. It looked like soft serve ice cream. It was awesome. It's like this, but then when the flower starts to come out just a little bit, and these parts are still going around it, it looks great, and I cannot find it. Good. Whoa, that's awesome. These flowers are really cool. I like them. Pretty cool. That's a cool picture. Uh, There it is. How cool that looks. Looks like ice cream or something. Delicious looking. Love that. What caffeine up. It's a flavor I've never seen in a can. Not strawberry watermelon. I had the strawberry one. It used to be way better. When this was an energy drink. When it used to be the Starburst strawberry, it was the best thing ever. It was so good. And then I think they lost their contract with the candy companies because they stopped having all the name brand candy on their cans, and they changed the formula. And the strawberry's still good, but it's not the same. The Starburst was like sweet and sour and good. I liked it. I really liked it. They always discontinue stuff that I actually like Coca-Cola with coffee. That was great too. I keep forgetting I can make that myself. I really need to do that. Just go get like a little bottle of Coke and put coffee with it until it's balanced right. Because it tastes really good together. It's a good idea. Like the caramel one a lot. I think the ones that I had access to when it was a thing, I think they had dark roast, caramel, and vanilla. But apparently there was like at least one or two other flavors. When I was looking it up, I saw them. And I was like, what? One of them looked really good too. I don't even remember what it was. Where's my other pencils? This is what I used. Just a regular Ticonderoga Black, which, as far as I know, is exactly the same as just like a regular Dixon Ticonderoga. Other than it looks cool. Like I looked at the website to see if there was any difference with the pencil. I think it was darker or made with. I think I couldn't find what the difference is. I like how it worked with this, which is odd because I haven't used these in a while. I used to only use these things, just regular pencils. Then like I found out that they can actually be kind of helpful with drawing, at least for darkening stuff. It's got way darker lead than the thing that I usually use. Where's my Alright, there's that one. I think this is the same picture I was just looking at, basically. No, they're probably all basically the same. I actually like this one. It has a few different ones all in one. That can be useful for me. I don't have to keep switching between a bunch of different. I don't like how it keeps opening new tabs, though. Why does it do that? It's like the new thing it does, where every time you click anything, it's just like, oh, we'll just open that in a new tab. There's no way you don't like having a million tabs open, right? Of course, you definitely love that. Oh, wait, what? No. Like, no, not really. I already have way too many open now. Trying to close some stuff as I speak. There, that should be a little better. I'm gonna put these ones together. Call it this. Enter. Sick. Minimize that. And put this together. I'm gonna make this smaller. There. That should be better. What is this video talking about? This is such a strange video. I need a better one. This one. Huh. Where in the heck? Here we go. I think this is the good one. I need this one picture that shows all the whatnot going on in the middle of this flower. Oh wait, that's just the same picture, but better. Yeah, it's the same picture, but better. Five of it. Let's check the anatomy of this flower. Moonflower anatomy. Uh, it's hard to find a good anything. Why? Oh, wait, hold on. This one may have it. Alright, I'm gonna figure this out. Alright, this one should help.